Today's Snowmotion Chairlift interview is with Bob Shay, the founder of Surefoot. Bob, how did you start these stores and why?
You know, I grew up like you did, skiing and ski racing, and just saw so many people having problems with boots. Mostly myself, you know, when it first started, my boots just hurt a lot, and I wanted to find a better way to do it. And that's really that was the initial concept of Surefoot, just to find a better way to put people into ski boots.
So you grew up in the East, and you were a ski racer, and your brother Russ was a ski racer. How important are boots to your performance on slopes?
You know, I think that ski boots are the most important part of skiing. I mean, we can switch skis and everything, but the boots are everything: the fit, the performance, the stance. It's your balance and the way that you react to the ski. And if they're not right, it hurts your skiing. And if they're really not right, it hurts your feet.
We all know that, right? So, I mean, just reading about you, I raced with Russ, but reading about the beginning of his skiing career and how much your boots hurt and his boots hurt, and that's what motivated you guys to start working on your boots.
Yeah, I mean, it's been kind of a pretty neat venture. You know, we both grew up in love with skiing and the sport, and my feet were more of a problem than Russ's, but he was a better skier, racer.
Never admit that.
But we really, we worked just to figure out how to make it better, and so through time we've done so many things. We introduced the first ski boot heater. That was, transfer from boot to boot, and all kinds of, innovations in skiing that we gotten to the point now where we just do things completely different than they used to be done. You come in the stores and we scan your foot, and we use that data from the scan to put you in the right boot. You don't have to try on 6 and have your fingers crossed and hope that they work. You know, we mold the boot right to your foot. It's a pretty big difference now.
That's amazing that you can choose the right boot for everyone out there.
If we all think about ski boots, you don't want to get new ones. You're afraid the break-in period, once you get them right. We've changed that now. You know, you can go in a ski boot and an hour later walk out the door in a boot that has no break-in period. It doesn't change over time. They're more comfortable, they're warmer. It's really, I think it's a phenomenal thing right now. I do it literally multiple times a year to test what our customers are feeling, is put on a new boot and go skiing.
That is so interesting that you're saying this, because it is why you don't want to go get a new pair of boots, because you're going to have this sore spot and that sore spot, and is the canting going to be the same, and you don't want to do it, but you're right, you guys can fix it in a minute.
Yeah, we've really learned how to get you in the same alignment and boot, make them comfortable immediately, no break-in period. The other day I was in line in a big powder day, and I was looking at a guy just a few feet away, and he had 20-year-old ski boots. Everything else on him was new, but he's afraid to go get ski boots.
I hope you spoke to him about this. Pulled him aside and said, okay, we need to talk.
Yeah, really, we did.
The beauty about Surefoot for me is that once you get your boot, and they do make it fit so well right away, is that if it doesn't, you go back for life. Anytime you have something wrong, you walk into that store and they're there to help you.
Yeah, it's really true. I mean, we have stores, as we like to say, everywhere we want to ski, and you can go in there and it's like a family of Surefoot. Once you have boots from us, you can come on in, any little tweak that you need. I mean, the number of people now that need a tweak is so much smaller than it used to be. But still, it's nice sometimes just to go in and put your boots on in a warm place and go out skiing.
I have the best locker in Vail. No.
That's what I say. I have lockers at every great ski area.
That's right. I guess you beat me out on that one. How many stores do you have?
We have 24 Surefoot stores.
Wow. Can you just give us a rundown where they are?
Some of the great places to ski in, like Aspen and Snowmass and Vail and Beaver Creek, Park City, the Canyons, Deer Valley, Mammoth in California, Squaw Valley, Whistler, British Columbia, Val d'Isère, France, Courchevel, France, Verbier, Switzerland, Killington, Vermont, Sun Valley, Idaho, which is having a great year.
You even have a store in New York, right?
We do. You know, we started stores in the cities a few years ago. We have one in Santa Monica, California, LA, New York City, London, and Oslo, because Surefoot has become pretty well known, and some people just want to get it done before they go on vacation, so they can go into any of our stores in the cities and get taken care of. Our city stores have become some of our busiest stores. Just people want to be ready for their vacation, get every minute of skiing that they can.
Okay, the other thing I want to talk about is the Surefoot custom boot. Mm-hmm. I mean, I know you sell many brands, but there is a Surefoot custom boot.
Yeah, you know what has happened is that for so many years, we sold just regular off-the-shelf ski boots, and then the problems that those boots have. They just weren't getting any better. So about 8 years ago, we really started developing our own custom boot. And what that really is the interior of the boot, the two parts of the interior, the footbed under your foot, and there, which we make a supportive, it's really a corrective supporting orthotic to hold your foot, and then the liner. And the liner is such a big part. We now have 4 different models of liners for all different type skiers. And we can, so you go in there, you get your foot scanned, we make the Surefoot custom insole, we pick the right shell for you, and then we mold the boot around your foot. And it's immediate comfort and performance. If you're a beginner, you're immediately better, right away. You're not moving around and fighting your skis. And then the higher up you get in skiing, the more comfort that you have and performance. You know, great skiers, they figured out how to ski well in their boot, but for them it adds comfort. But as you get down sort of the level of skiing, it helps more and more. So the lower a skier are, the more help you need, and the more help Surefoot boots can give you. I literally wouldn't go skiing in somebody else's boots.
Yeah.
I mean, rental skis, you can find good skis when you rent, but good boots, it's not possible to find.
Because it doesn't fit your foot.
Yeah. They don't fit your foot. They're not necessarily right for you. They're different from what you had last week. Imagine you're always changing your balance point and stuff. It just makes the sport harder. So, you know, like you say, rent skis, not boots.
Yeah.
Get your own boots. You know, as you said, you want to get better at skiing.
Yeah.
And you want to have fun in there. And I think you can do that. I mean, Surefoot custom boots are warmer. They last longer. They ski better. I don't know what more you could want out of a boot.
Nothing else in life, really. That's it. Surefoot.
A little more powder.
Little
more. Yeah.
All the time more powder.